Hi there, Year 7 Numeracy, welcome to week 4. So you should have received that email from me last week, which had a hard copy of your My Numeracy skills for you to print and give to students, or hold on to them so they don't lose them. They'll need them in week 10, and you were also given a digital copy of the My Numeracy skills. Please make sure kids save them in an important place, because we'll be using that during their flexi rotations and as a post-test on Canvas. So where do you find this information? You'll log on to your Canvas and then you'll access your Year 7 Numeracy course. So if you go to your dashboard or your courses, you'll find 7 Numeracy. Please make sure your course is published and then you click on quizzes. There are a lot of quizzes you'll notice there. Please just ignore them and just focus on the Term 1 post-test. This is what students will be undertaking in week 10. So that's why we have their My Numeracy skills. So how is numeracy going to work for this week? Go to 7 Maths in the Math Resources OneNote and 7 Numeracy Term 1. So you're going to start by marking your own class and your role. You're then going to get kids to move to different spaces. What's going to happen is for week 4, if you look across, it'll tell you which room you're in, what you're teaching, and which group you're with. And this happens for Pod 1, Dan, Kerry, Kira, Kathy. Pod 2, Nicole, Avalie, Katie, and Byron. And Pod 3, Ben, Michelle, Laura, and Jacinta. So it does actually tell you which group you're working in within your pod. So if you go to M&S student groupings below that, it'll also show you which kids are in which groups. And you can notice I'm taking out the top 10 upper 2 band students. I'm going to work with them in TT202, but I'll actually go through and pick them up from the different classrooms because they will not be involved in the flexible learning rotations. So what I want you to do, when you're marking your role, can you please talk to your original class and tell them which teacher they are going to be working with for their first session. We have our lower group, our lower to mid group, our upper to mid group, and our upper group. And how do you know what they're going to work with and who they're going to be with? It's going to be with their topics and groups. For example, Dan is doing patterns in algebra with the lower group first, and then he moves to the lower middle group. Kerry's doing patterns with the middle group and the middle upper group. Kira, table of values, etc. Now, this flexible learning rotations are going to take time. There's probably going to be a couple of teething problems, but I think we just need to be prepared for that. So students are going to do that for 30 minutes and then they're going to move to their next teacher. So you might need to go back to that M&S student groupings to tell students where they need to go. You might even want to tell them before they come to numeracy who they're going to be with the first half of the session and who are they going to be working with in the second half of the session. And hopefully at this point, we're in week 3, week 4, students will know who the different teachers are within their pod. Now, if you have any questions about that, please see me or see Nikki and come and visit. Thank you very much.